If you ever wake up at 3:07 a.m. to the sound of static, don't get up, just trust me. I used to ignore the old radio my grandmother left me, tucked away in the corner, its dial stiff with age. But after she passed, and I was alone in her cramped apartment for the first time, the radio clicked on by itself, hissing with whispers from a station I couldn't recognize. I should have just unplugged it and gone back to sleep, but something about that static made me freeze, waiting for a voice I didn't know I was expecting. The broadcasts weren't like anything on regular news. They'd talk about cities I never heard of, weather patterns that made no sense, like tidal waves in deserts, or eclipses that lasted days. Sometimes, they'd mention people by name, people who didn't exist. At least, I thought they didn't. The night I heard a sudden disappearance on Bellamy Street was the same night my phone screen flashed with a news alert. A woman named Clara Bellamy had gone missing, just as the radio described. But I'd never known anyone by that name, and I lived nowhere near Bellamy Street. Each night, the headlines crept closer to home. The static grew sharper, the voices colder, describing accidents in my neighborhood, then my building, and finally, the floor I lived on. I tried to record the broadcasts, but every playback was just silence. My friends thought I was grieving, hallucinating, but I know what I heard. The radio was always a step ahead, its news bulletins writing the future, or maybe rewriting it, one impossible headline at a time. Last night, the static was gone. Instead, I heard my own name. Local resident, age 27, vanished from her apartment under mysterious circumstances. Authorities baffled. I haven't slept since. The radio sits silent now, but I know it's waiting for me to disappear, just like everyone else it's mentioned. If you hear your own name on a frequency that shouldn't exist, don't listen. Just run, because if you stay, you'll be next.